Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello. I poured a lot of whiskey, Abby, and I just opened a beer. So we're gonna see. By the time the bonus rolls around on Monday, folks, it's gonna
It'll
be
be
pretty
incomprehensible.
pretty
You're
rough.
gonna hear me screaming at Bryden, "You're not making any sense. It's happening again."
It's gonna be pretty rough, guys. That's all I'm saying.
You don't
Haven't
have to
eaten
worry about
haven't eaten a lot today.
anything except whether or not you'll be able to understand a word Bryden says
Yep.
on the bonus episodes, though, because we are here to help you with everything else.
What about if we were a ocean podcast and we were here to kelp?
It's not a bad idea.
I know, right?
There's time for a rebrand, right?
I
It's been like
mean,
3 years. It's
dude,
probably about time.
just anything that we could be an aquatics podcast.
Why not? Octo Abby.
Yeah,
I'm an octopus. We'll do that thing you were talking about with the
the VTuber
the
thing.
VTuber
Yeah.
program, and I'll be an octopus. What would you be? Like a crab? Because
I
you're crabby? No,
a crab. I
that's
do
too
like crabs.
crabs are
They
good.
are cool. I like them because they're just like they go through life and they know that life is hard, so they're just
Yeah.
mean to everybody. They're
Well,
so
they're
mean.
hard as fuck, dude.
I know, dude. They tear their arms off if they want.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They're just like they get injured. They're like, I don't fucking need an arm anymore, and then I'll grow one later, motherfucker, and they leave. And then another
Yeah.
crab eats it, and then they molt and they eat their own like molt. It's really gross.
Yeah, that's
That
disgusting.
that is
But they're
very
just
gross.
mogging everyone around them while they do it. They're
That
like, "Yeah, I'll eat my molt. What are you gonna do about it, bitch?"
you can't do anything
Right?
about it.
Nothing. Then you got like decorator crabs, right? Do you know about
No,
decorator crabs? So they decorate themselves to camouflage, right?
that's
They just
awesome.
stick things on the back of their
What the
the
fuck?
shells. Yeah. So, but the Octonauts episode, okay, because my kids like Octonauts. I also like Octonauts as far as kids shows go. Um, about the decorator crab, he's just stealing things. He's just
Sure.
going around and taking people's stuff.
Well,
He's stealing from the Octonauts. He's stealing from fish. He's very, alpha
what do
in
you
this
fucking
situation.
you
I just feel
expect?
like you should be a decorator crab.
It is the ocean. You expect them to what? Buy things with sand dollars?
No, I'm in favor of the decorator crab's behavior.
You know what I like about the decorator crab? All of them look
What?
fucking different because they all are decorating
Yeah,
themselves different.
unique individuality, just like Bryden.
Dude, they are totally that's what I already liked about crabs anyways, like they're, individualists. Uh,
Yeah.
like real loner guys, I like that. But these ones are even better because they're like they got their own style. It's crab clothes,
Yeah,
bro.
it is. They're so innovative.
Say that again.
Innovative.
The look on your
I can
face
talk.
when
I
you
knew I knew I fucked up as soon as I said it. I knew this, and I knew you were gonna say something. There's no way you're gonna let that go. I think I've done it with that same word before.
it's a hard word, you know?
So we were talking before we started recording about how I took my children to Skechers, and I spent $170 on shoes. That's great. That's fantastic. And then, but I saw a pair of shoes that I liked for myself, right? And I had another one. It's not fair. Okay. It's not okay. We've been watching It's Always Sunny again. I had another moment, but
Bigfoot.
in real life, instead of watching It's Always Sunny and cringing because I'm like, oh my God, they're just making fun of me, right? It was just in real life. So I'm at Skechers and I say, do you have this shoe? And, I said the size. And
Uh-huh.
he just looks at me and he's like, I don't know. I don't know if we make that. I don't know.
Fucking
Because
own.
it's like, okay, no, because once you get to a certain point in women's shoes, they don't make half sizes anymore. You go up a full number, and that step is only a half size, right? So that's just, is that like a humiliation thing? Right? So, like, I'm a size 10, but the way these sandals fit would have been more comfortable if I sized up half a size, but half a size bigger is a size 11. So you have to go and you have to humiliate yourself asking for a size 11. Because if you ask for a 10.5, they're just gonna think you're a dumbass because that doesn't exist. It's not there. You just have to jump up to 11. And
So
I did find them in a size 11 on the internet because they don't carry it in the store.
that's you get having a special order Skechers shoes is
So
and just so
that
everybody is aware, a size 11 in women's is a 9.5 in men's.
Yeah, so that's, my husband's shoe size, by the
Yeah.
way, so if I need, like, work boots to do something outside,
When do you
I
need
just take his shoes because we
when
go on hikes and stuff in the woods.
so you're just taking whatever weird black
Whatever
metal
shoes
boots
are
that he
yeah.
has, Doc
They're
Martin.
like combat boots and stuff.
He strikes me as a guy that owns several pairs of combat boots.
And Doc Martens and,
Yeah.
there's some military surplus stuff going on, and then he's got dress shoes that are basically boots. It's like if you made a dress shoe to a boot.
Yeah, okay. That
Look
sounds neat.
yeah, I don't really get them.
I
They're just
mean,
taller.
yeah, I guess, whatever works for him, that's okay.
I want you to I'm about to post a tweet. I want you to go and look at my Twitter account now.
Okay.
I'm posting it now.
Why?
I want everyone to know. I went to somewhere called gaychecker.xyz. It
Okay.
checks for your level of gayness by percentage based on your tweets, and I put in both of our ats,
Alright.
Bryden. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm
I am
55%, you're 32%. But to be fair, how many times do I tweet things like having gay sex right now?
Okay, that's true, but I'm constantly tweeting about cute girls. I was in a conversation with men about sci-fi, and I was just like, "Look, it was just about hot chicks, okay? Like, surely you can tell that that's." You're right, though. You do talk about gay
I
sex a
mean,
lot.
it's mine's far more it's probably not a very complicated algorithm. I think it's just
Nope.
looking for
They're just
words
looking for gay.
like gay sex, which I say constantly. Every
It's the
fucking tweet.
most homophobic man in the world is
No way.
100% gay. I don't know. Who can we test that with? Who tweets things like that? Should we test Kanye?
Yeah, I mean, he's been on a real tear lately. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, no, yes, who tweets about gay sex? Every guy in 2025 now.
That's fair. Why are all men so gay?
It's just funny,
Yeah. It's fun to be gay. It's funny. It's a good time.
Wow, it's just a funny time. It's
Yeah.
just a good old time.
Jokes are real, right? There's a kernel of truth to them, and if you're not careful, they get stronger, okay?
Well,
Like how when you're a kid and you swallowed a watermelon seed and the watermelon grew in your stomach, and
well,
that's why you look like you do now?
that
Like that.
that's
It's like
another
that.
one of your I think that's another one of your
That's your
mother's
gayness.
pagan satanic lies.
No, it's your homosexuality.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the watermelon seed made you look like you do now thing. Did your
If you
mother
s
tell you that?
Yeah, if you swallow a watermelon seed, not the white ones. The white ones are fine. The ones in the seedless ones, those
Alright,
are okay. The black ones,
uh-huh.
okay? You grow a watermelon
So
in
what
your
so white
stomach.
good, black bad. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Um,
That's how that worked.
all right. Well, listen, I don't think that that is true. I
You
do
spit the black ones out on the ground.
remove them
Spit.
completely,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
the white ones just is totally fine, huh?
You could eat those
Yeah.
to your heart's content.
I think your mother was a racist.
I don't know. I think so too. Because it was funny. Because if we did like encounter a black guy that was like particularly handsome or something, she'd be
Mhm.
like, she would have to point it out. She'd be like, I do, Abby, isn't that man so? And it's just like, mom, he's
He's just a
you don't
fella.
have to point it out. Like, you don't have to say it. Like, you didn't point out there was a much more handsome man back there. You didn't feel that you had to say that. Like, who are you? I'm 14. Why do I need to hear this? Like, what
Yeah.
sort of guilt is in your heart, woman?
Yeah, it's probably not good to point out Uggos regardless of race. But
Yeah.
if you're specifically only finding one race of ugly guys, then you're like, well, I got to
No,
say
no, no, no,
something.
no, not ugly guys. I'm saying she was saying they're handsome.
Oh,
Like, but why? Why do you need to say that? Why is she doing that?
oh, because
And it would be
your
like
mom's
the
into black
implication is
guys.
like for a black guy.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
oh
Like,
yeah.
that's the implication. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Like, the implication is like, "Oh, that one's okay." And it's like, like, "Mom,
Jeez.
what the fuck are you talking about?"
Well, she was on crack, so I don't know.
That's true. And she's probably just used to seeing her dealer.
Yeah, I mean, your mother seems
Who
your mother seems like somebody that crackhead and all.
yeah,
Probably banged a lot of
s
black guys. I'm just saying.
yeah, probably. No, I don't know about that. She never dated any.
Yeah,
She was a crack whore, though.
yeah, and now it's too late to ask her.
I mean, could be the one thing she remembers.
It's
Horrible.
just the one thing she remembers
Because she's
is
just that
black dick.
racist. Or she's just okay. Oh god, this is bad.
Yeah,
This is bad.
yeah, it's gonna get
What we're
worse.
doing now.
I don't know, picking on your like retarded mom and being racist. I thought that was what the show was at this point.
I just feel like there was a line that was crossed today that wasn't before somehow. I don't know.
I think you just learned that your mom banged a bunch of black guys.
I think I'm a bad person.
Sure, we are buddies.
Damn.
When did you? What? You're learning that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it just didn't really it didn't click.
Yeah. Well, speak. Segue.
Yep.
Taco Bell has officially endorsed. Everybody who has known me for a long time knows that I am the Mr. Taco Bell aficionado. All right. I made a Taco Bell tweet, as I am one to do. Official Taco Bell sauce packet ranking: mild 1, hot is number 2, 3 is
Okay.
Diablo,
Yeah, no.
4 is fire, and then
Okay.
5 is avocado verde. And then if they have the breakfast salsa anymore, that would be last. Taco Bell themselves responds and says, love this take. That means it's endorsed, it's true.
Yeah. Taco Bell says that Bryden is the one who gets to decide these things.
And I
He
decided.
is the new czar of sauce.
I decided the sauce packet ranking, that's endorsed, and I'm the gayest one on the show.
Yes.
I'm just getting all kinds of fucking wins today.
Yes. And being gay is good now.
Well, maybe not soon.
Or something. I
Maybe
don't know. I
not
think
soon.
I'm saying it's something a little late on the
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
Gay is good now. The next tomorrow is when they get on the trains.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow.
Sending them to El Salvador. Yeah. Just shaving a bunch of gay guys' perfectly wafted hair. They're just in El Salvador. They're like,
Oh my god.
hands off, mister.
Well, maybe we can. No, okay, stop, Abby. No,
What?
Not
Gay
sending
guys
them
going to El Salvador is hilarious.
no. I was gonna say we could send them somewhere else, and we're not going to talk. Okay.
To hell?
The plan
No.
failed last time. We're not
Oh.
sending anyone else.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, they're already going to hell. So
Yeah, I don't need to send. God does that, Bryden. God does
Huge-
that. God sends them to hell.
He
In
tried-
fact, God doesn't even send them to hell. They send themselves to hell
Through their
in
actions.
defiance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
It's their own fault. I didn't do it.
So
Is the point.
was AIDS a CIA thing, or was it God's punishment to the gays?
I mean, it was definitely God.
So God worked through the CIA to do his bidding.
Yes.
Sounds to me like God needs to make better friends then.
Yeah, the CIA is kind of a mess.
They're the two worst guys.
They're a little iffy.
A little, if they're the worst
I don't-
guy.
I don't know if someone needs to get in Elon Musk's ear with his Doge crap and get him to just go, just personally. I want Elon Musk to go through the CIA's declassified documents on their website. I want him to go and look and read about remote viewing Galactic Federation HQ and psychic dog farms,
Yeah.
okay? That's what I want to happen. I want Elon
Psychic
to read all of that,
psychic
please.
psychic dog farms. There's let's what's a waste of money.
That was actually pretty good.
Was it? Okay, I thought it was terrible.
It was just, the laugh was horrible,
Oh shit.
but like
I thought that was
the
the best
voice was
part.
pretty good. No,
Psychic
that was bad.
Damn. I'll work on it. I've never done an Elon before.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, wait, oh wow.
Psychic dog
Okay.
farms. Oh, you gotta do this with your
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
You have to look like you have 10 chins. That's what you're
Fucking
doing.
autism. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm grateful for Doge. And before we do a story or the Dear Abby's or anything, which you did not tweet today, by the way.
I did not. Sorry.
Idiot.
Yes, idiot. Me.
Oh, I was buying shoes at Skechers.
I was just buying shoes, and then I had to go online in order different shoes. And then I had to look, what I need to be doing right now instead of podcasting is making a character of my husband in Sims because he caught me playing Sims. I was telling Ryan this before the show, and I was like, damn it, I should have told it on air. I'm just gonna do it. So playing The Sims 2. My husband comes in and I'm making another cat for my house. So I've made a character, a family. It's me, right? It looks exactly like me. I did a fantastic job. And we're talking about a video game
just
from
a nose.
2004.
It's just
okay?
a nose.
It's just a nose and a blonde bob, but it's exactly me. And my husband, comes and I'm adding another cat, right? So it's me and it's 3 cats, and he comes in and I'm doing another cat. And he's like, "Oh, wow, that looks exactly like you. It looks she's even dressed like you when you were a teenager," which stung a little bit because I picked that for now.
Well, it's 2004 is all the clothes. You were a teenager.
That's fair. See, right. The clothes options are not fantastic. It's not very extensive.
I would
in
dare
my defense.
I would dare say 2004 clothes were the best clothes,
They're
actually.
pretty good. Okay.
God, I fucking hate young people. You see what they're doing in the theaters at the Minecraft now? Sorry, go ahead.
Yes!
That's terrible.
No,
making
they're
a
acting
mess.
like animals, like monkeys.
Oh my god.
Throwing popcorn? That's what monkeys do. They throw shit.
I've never seen a monkey throw popcorn, but I'll bet they do.
I guarantee they have.
They probably
Done it.
It's funny when a monkey does
If you
it though.
gave a monkey popcorn, he would throw popcorn at you and laugh.
I think he
one
would
at a
eat
time.
it. I think he 100% would eat
Also
it.
that, but at some point,
Yeah, he probably
it would get thrown.
Yeah, they like throwing stuff.
Just like the teenagers.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a private event, that's fine. But imagine bringing your goddamn kids. You can't bring your kids to the Minecraft right
Yeah,
now.
well, I'm a little concerned about that because obviously my kids want to go.
Right.
My poor mother-in-law is going to take them, but she's...
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
You know what? She's gonna take them, and afterward I'm gonna ask, so how'd it go? I've heard people are pretty excited about this movie.
I don't know. These fucking teenagers stood up, threw popcorn, and started stabbing each other.
I saw one video where some kid had a chicken.
Mhm.
Like they brought a chicken into the theater.
Which is, it's
to hold up.
It's a pretty good bit, but yeah, sorry, finish your Sim story.
So my husband comes in and he's like, "Oh, you're making cats," and I'm like, "Wait, you haven't made mine yet?"
Which is
I
also
guess.
a very feminine thing to ask too. By the
I
way,
know.
oh, I'm not in your
I
game.
was like, "Oh no, I just haven't gotten to it yet." I was gonna after I made the 3rd cat. I was gonna make more cats, actually. Just I don't know what the maximum family limit is, but however
8?
many more I'm allowed, yeah, it's 7 cats is what it's gonna be. So, all different kinds, I recreated the cat from my childhood. Then I
wow.
made a really fat one with a weird looking face, and I named him Epicurus because that's just funny to me
Why?
for some reason. Because he's like an actual guy, like an ancient Greek philosopher, and I made him a doofy looking fat cat. I don't know. It's just funny
What?
to me.
There could be any Greek philosophers. I don't like him.
Yeah, I'm gonna name the next one Marcus Aurelius, and then we're gonna get Diogenes is coming soon.
I mean, that's the life you could have lived had you just not been a whore. You could have had 8 cats, and
Yeah, that would be so much better, wouldn't it, Bryden?
we still might have a podcast. It'd be a lot different and
It'd be
funnier.
about cats and probably with women.
You think you'd really go that hard into the cat thing?
I don't know. I really
I
like
mean,
cats. Look, Bryden, I don't think I've ever shown you my mouse pad. It's right in front of my face. I'm gonna show you. It is it says USS Spot, Felis Catus class. It is a diagram, a labeled diagram as if it was a spaceship from Star Trek of Spot, who is Data's cat.
okay.
I like
You know
cats.
what the biggest fucking thing is though?
What?
It's weird that you have a mouse pad in the year of our Lord
What do you
2025.
mean? The mouse glides so nicely on the mouse pad. Sorry for bumping everything as I drop my
Every
mouse pad.
every mouse works fine just on your desk.
Ow, ow, ow. Sorry, everybody. I am horrible. Everything's fine now.
What did I fucking say?
We don't need to talk about that right now. You were correct.
I moved the arm. Cool. You're gonna hit it every time.
I'm trying my best.
Who the fuck has a mouse pad? You a pro
What
gamer?
do you mean?
You fucking
Everyone
out there?
has a mouse pad. What
No,
are
they
you
do not.
using?
Just
Is
my
it just
desk.
on your desk?
Just on my desk.
Why would you do that? My husband has a mouse pad that takes up his entire desk. He just puts everything on the mouse. It's just a gigantic. I guess it's like a gaming thing.
Yeah, it is.
I
But
feel like
neither one of you are fucking fragging noobs in Call of Duty.
He plays Tarkov.
Even still.
What do you mean?
He's like filthy casual like all the other 30-year-olds.
What do you mean?
He's not going pro in fucking Tarkov, bro. You don't need a mouse pad. It's crazy to have a mouse
Kidding
pad.
me?
No.
When he gets in Tarkov mode, when they do a new wipe, which they like just delete all your data and make you start over.
Sure.
every
Yeah,
now
I've
and
heard
then,
that.
like every like 9 months or whatever. Which is you just play the game again, I guess. But he doesn't speak to me for months. He just comes home and he games until he grinds out and beats it again. And it's like I just play games next to him.
I played that. I paid $50 for that bullshit. Played it once, and that's it.
So who's the filthy casual now?
What, me?
Insulting my man.
He's not going pro. He doesn't need a mouse pad.
He needs a mouse pad. Okay, look, this is retarded. Everyone uses a mouse
They
pad.
do not. People don't use them anymore. It's out of date.
Why not? What made them obsolete? Are the mouses better?
100% yes.
Okay, no. Okay, look.
500% yes.
I don't want my plastic mouse scraping against the desk. That's a horrible feeling and sound. It sounds. You can hear it. It makes a sound.
No, it's most people. Look, maybe I'm completely misguided. We should find
You're
out.
an idiot. There's something wrong with you.
I don't use a mouse pad.
You need a mouse. I think that you should
Mouse
get a
pads,
cute one.
They
like
are
mine.
they are a novelty. I would get one with anime titties on it because like with the little rest, whatever.
I have never in my life had a mouse pad that is mine and for my particular use that is not a cat.
Well,
I just realized that.
I don't know. I haven't used a mouse pad since 2012.
You're just living in poverty for no reason.
A mouse pad is $12.
A nice, useful thing.
It doesn't make a difference. I'm not a pro gamer.
Buy the mouse pad.
No,
it does make a difference. It feels nicer. It's more comfortable. Bryden,
I don't like it.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I don't like it.
You're living in a bad way.
Hold on. Most expensive mouse pad.
Well, I don't think that the quality is going to change that much. The point is the cushion.
Oh, they've got a Hermes one that's $455.
That's it? That's the most expensive mouse pad? They don't have like gold inlaid ones?
Well, this one is a Geneva Gaming. I don't know what that is. $670. The Hermes one is relevant. Oh, this one is $960. But the Hermes one is only relevant because why is this purse company making mouse pads?
I don't know. That
they make
seem like something that a really like disgustingly rich person
Yeah.
would do though is like, "Huh, what kind of designer mouse pad can I buy?"
Yeah, it's easy for them to make, it looks like. It's just some of their leather, and in the photos, it's not even being used as a mouse pad. It looks giant, and it's just like a pad on a desk. Um, yeah, that this one says it's a Serpian men's mouse pad.
Ooh,
Serapian men's mouse pad, so
what does that mean?
I have no fucking idea, but it's for boys only.
It's for boys. I'm not allowed to have it, okay.
Yeah, and then I can Amazon most expensive mouse pad. This one, oh, this is your oh, it's India. Okay. I was curious. It's Indian money, but it was 4,870. I was like, that's insane for a mouse pad. But let me look up this mouse pad in real money. It is $28.
Wow.
Which even that just seems like too much for a fucking mouse pad. I don't use a mouse pad, dude. I haven't used one for years. I don't need one. You don't need
You
it.
okay, look, I want everyone to I'm gonna start a poll on Twitter.
Start
Everyone
a
go
poll on
do the
Twitter,
poll,
and then I
okay?
need to ask everybody, please, before we get to the actual show. You know how much it helps if you just comment on like the Spotify or the YouTube or
Just say
whatever.
hi.
Just say hi. I
Literally just say hi.
respond to every single fucking one. You
He
know?
does. Actually, I see it because I click over and I read them, and I see that Bryden responds, and I go, "Nice. I don't have to do anything."
I mean, you should really be talking to people too. And
Yeah, I need to, like, have a YouTube account under my name and stuff. I might, and I just never touched it.
you know, and we go, well, it's gonna be it'll be for a different project that Abby and I might be starting that we're not gonna say anything about yet. You just wait in suspense for Abby to not do her portion of this.
No, it's gonna be great. Although after my throat being torn up as much as it was at the start, maybe not tonight, but, like, bug me about it in the morning and, like, legitimately be mean to me about it. I will do this one.
Okay,
If
good.
I if I if I start getting all, like, anxious, just be mean and make the guilt override the anxiety. Just this time. Don't use it this is a one-time permission slip where I won't be mad.
I mean,
It might work. I think it's a solid strategy.
well, badgering is just a part of manipulation, which is the only thing that I'm good at.
Yes.
So,
You're very good at badgering. Yes.
it's just which I think that wanting to have control over all people and making them do what you want them to do instead of what they want to do is awesome. Actually, I think it's considered really cool.
You're a bad person
No,
too. Yeah.
oh, was Joseph Stalin a bad person? Was Mao Zedong?
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Pol Pot.
Yeah!
He hated people with glasses.
Yeah, well, fuck him then. Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, some of the most famous people in history. I shaved my mustache, so I can't be compared to one of them anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Which you know what I didn't do when I shaved?
you didn't.
I didn't do it.
So I honestly, I kind of did expect I didn't expect you to show up when you said you were gonna shave with it totally clean shaven. I did expect you to do that, to, like, shave that day and just show up as Hitler. I did.
I really, it's just I really should have.
It's gonna be months before you could try that bit again.
I know Erica's big on no more mustache, so I told her I'll
That's
give
it.
her some time of no mustache, but there will be one again.
Well, tell her it's really important because you have to grow it out for 5 months to do a 30-second bit
Yeah,
to that's not even gonna be on air because 'cause we're on
yeah.
video before the show, and surely she'll understand.
Well, see, that's the other thing. If I did do that, the impulse to post a photo would be
Oh,
a
obviously.
little too much for me, and there would now be a picture of me with a Hitler mustache.
You can't
Some of these
control
fucking
yourself. That's fair.
some of these fucking weirdos, by the way, and they're like my
Yeah.
friends, have way too many goddamn pictures of me.
Yeah, they just save
They
them.
just save
I
them because
think
they're
that, like
hilarious.
I think I have pictures of you from when you were, like, a teenager.
Probably, yeah, I sent you some.
To be fair, you sent them to
Yeah,
me,
yeah, it's not like you tracked them down.
but
I would like
I
them.
do have them, like, and because it was on my old phone, which got backed up, like, right onto a hard drive too, so they're lit I have teenage pictures of Bryden on a hard drive in my house.
I would like those because I don't have those
I don't know
pictures.
which one.
If you could
Maybe I can
ever
find it for you.
if you could
If
find
I
them,
ever go through it, I'll look,
I
okay?
would like those. We could post them. We could put it on the video on the show. Like we could put it right over the logo thing and
It's cute.
everything.
It was just cute because he had, like, seam hair and eyeliner and stuff. It was very much of the era. That's why he
Yeah,
was sending them to me. He was like, "Look how cool I was."
I was cool, bro. Back at
It's
how
like,
what year was
at
I?
that you would have been the coolest guy in our school.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
sure, man. Um, let's see. Hold on. What year would that have been? Dude. It's crazy. I'm so old now that like many times I'm like, how fucking old am I? I'm like
I
37.
know. No,
37.
I get people instead of carding me sometimes will just be like, "How old are you?" So they can like punch in some date that's like or so
Yeah.
just they won't even look at me and they'll say it. And
You
I
go.
sit there and I'm like, "God, I sound like I'm lying because like how old am I?" And then I'm like, "Is it 30?" Yes, it's 30, 30. Yes. 30. And it's like and I already like my hair is different. I lost 30 pounds since I took the picture of my license because I had all that baby weight from
I
having 3
have to
kids.
see the license picture.
It's so bad. But my hair is completely different. I think I had it like dyed dark or something. And it's like, and also I look like I'm about to vomit.
Abby, speaking of vomiting, Abby, send me the license photo right now. Text it to me.
No, no, I'm
You
not doing
have
it.
to do this.
It's so bad. And let me tell you, 30 pounds might not sound like a lot,
It's a lot,
but
bro.
it was all in my face. I'm telling you, it was like in my arms and my face. So like all 30 pounds are in that picture because that's it. That's where it was.
Damn. Send me the fucking picture. Send it to
It's
me.
my license is not nearby. Just
Okay.
maybe
On the bonus, send
I'll
me the
show
fucking
you.
picture.
It's so bad.
Mine's not great either. For whatever, I think that the DMV license camera, it widens your face.
I think so. It really looked I think it adds 30 more pounds on top also.
It's so that you can't even see like the blue or whatever behind it. It's just
Just
face.
fat face. You know, it is crazy how much my face changes with, like, weight and bloating too. Like,
Oh,
when I'm on
sure.
my period, I look like a chipmunk to myself. I don't know,
Don't
because
don't
it's
don't
my face. I see it all the time, so slight differences or yeah.
don't say that. Chipmunks are
Yeah.
cute. All
They're
right.
adorable. Yeah, no, I don't look that cute.
All right. Let's we got no dear
Oh,
Abbeys. Oh yeah, what are you
okay,
doing? So we finished
there's
The
one more
Sims.
thing. Oh, The Sims, that was it. I just thought it was funny. I still haven't made him. I'm gonna make more cats. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't know why you would. I can't imagine if I saw Erica playing The Sims, which she wouldn't. She plays like right now she's playing Schedule 1, which is like
Let me
one of the
just
most popular
make
games. Um,
my life in Sims,
yeah,
you
right?
know? Like, why? I already have kids puking on the floor. I don't
Yeah.
need Sims children. Sims children puke more, actually.
Do the kids puke?
I don't know. People like pee on themselves.
I know
I
that.
one of the families I made as a teenage daughter, and she just collapsed on the floor because she forgot to sleep. So like,
You
it's hard to take care of these families.
you know what you ought to try, because I wanna get it. Uh, apparently it's like The Sims, but, let's see, very positive. It's still in open access, early access. It's called Enzoy.
I saw an ad for that, and I watched the video. It did look really cool.
Yeah, apparently I thought it was gonna be a scam game, but apparently it's not a scam. It's just nobody else does anything to try to compete with The Sims and haven't
Yeah,
for, 30 years.
it's really weird
Yeah.
that that's the case,
Yeah.
right?
Well, now it is. Now you've got a competitor. You got Enzoy. And you would love this. Apparently, the whole world is run by cats. So,
That's even better.
yeah. So give Enzoy a try, I guess. It's.
Well, it's great.
You just got paid, so you can spend $40 on Enzoy.
I did just get paid. Thank you to everyone who contributes to the Patreon, by the way.
And fuck
We
you to the people that don't. No, it's fine. You don't have to give us any money. You're good.
You don't have to, it's fine. But like we
Just
do
just
really,
steal it.
really
Literally, just
appreciate
I. Yes, we do it. Blah blah blah. Oh, we appreciate it. Here, let me give you the real skinny on it. Do you know somebody who subscribes to the Patreon? Get them to give you their RSS, or I don't know, the link to the YouTube episode. There you go. Give them 50 cents a month. That's how you can do it.
Bundle it together if you want to. We're just really happy that you guys like us enough to want to support us.
Yeah.
It's great.
Appreciate it.
The other thing, so we talked about crumble cookies.
Yeah.
Right? And we did the math. If you ate 3 cookies a week, or was it 3 or 4?
It was like 3 or 4. I don't know, but it was a lot. It was too many giant cookies.
You'd gain a pound a week, right?
I think we came to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So right after we talk about that, guess what happens? So there's there's another cookie place that's like Crumble. It's called Crave Cookies. It's out of Utah, but it's the same exact shit. I went on the website and I looked at it. Same thing. Way too many. It's just Crumble, different name, right? My mother-in-law brought me 3 giant
Oh God.
cookies from this Crave place. I can't beat that to my children. And I think if I took a bite, I might keel over and die, right? At this point, with all the dieting,
Is it Crave?
there's 3 of them. They're gigantic.
Those are huge. Crave cookies. Yeah, we
They're
got a
like
Crave cookies around here.
bulbous.
No, those are fat ass cookies, dude. Those are Nicki Minaj butt cookies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they got a Twix cookie.
Yes, I saw that. You do have some really good looking cookies on there. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man. Oh, dude, they got a Dubai chocolate strawberry cup. Does that mean there's like poop in it or gold or what? It's all poop and
But I
gold with those
basically
guys.
have a pound of fat in my hand right now
Yeah,
that I could gain if I wanted to, is the point. I just wanted to show you the visual representation
Those
of
are
what
massive.
we're talking about every week.
Those are massive.
Okay.
That's so many cookies.
Yeah.
And that comes from a guy who had a salad for lunch and
Yep.
4 cookies. But they were small cookies.
Like Oreo size? That's fine.
A little bigger.
Yeah, well.
They're Publix
4
chocolate chip.
like Oreo size cookies. Eating 4 is like a serving. It's fine.
They were
It's
about
not even that much.
about the size of a Chips Ahoy. Well, a little bigger than the size of a Chips Ahoy, but they weren't giant
Yeah,
fucking
that's probably fine.
Earth cookies.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Those are earth shatterers, dude. That's
I'm scared, honestly, but it was just so funny.
You
to
should
me
eat all
because
of them.
She just hands them to me like I should be joyful, and I'm just looking at them like terrified. I know what these things will do to me. I know what this is. You're trying to kill me. It's weird. This is poison.
It's just a stick of butter in each of those.
Well, that's what cookies are made out of. The problem is I think they like triple the sugar. I don't know how else you could get the calorie count in there while keeping it together, right? Because too much moisture will make the cookie crumble and fall apart.
Crumble, you say? I wonder where they got that sweet
Crumble.
name.
But anyway, let's get into a Reddit story.
Oh, and we have to get it directly into the Reddit stories. Why?
What do you mean?
Oh, because you didn't fucking tweet out the thing the one thing a week you're supposed to do. I almost did it. I almost did it. And I was like, that's mean. She'll do it. It's only 10 a.m.
So you decided, I'm not going to help the woman who is clearly busy today.
You have way more followers
and do
than
the
me.
thing that she's forgotten.
How would I know?
And tag her so she can retweet it.
How would I know that you were busy? I assume that you're cleaning up poop, puke, and being high all day.
Does that sound not busy?
No.
That sounds extremely busy to me, Bryden, because it is. It feels busy. Okay.
Look, I cannot wait for your kids to get old enough for you to have to get a fucking job.
I'm not getting a job.
Yeah, the economy's going to go so poorly. You're going to have to get a job. It's going to be
Literally
amazing.
Turning down jobs, Bryden. I'm not getting a job.
Not jobs, plural. Job 1. And I was not
Just
shocked.
Let me pretend.
I was not shocked. I was like, oh, she didn't take the job.
No. I don't know why anyone thought I would, to be honest, including me. Like, we were all being very stupid for that, like, week. Everyone, me and everyone around me, very naive for an entire week.
I was not. I was trying to encourage you to do it. And I knew the entire time, there's not a chance this bitch gets a job.
It's because I'm busy. I'm too busy. I
Lazy.
had like a week from hell with my kids that week. I don't know if you remember. I told you I was like, I'm banning them
Oh,
from
yeah.
video games forever
Yeah.
because I'm sick of their shit. This behavior is insane. And like every day that week, because I just got the job offer, I told myself, okay, so every day for a week, I'm going to ask myself at the end of the day, could I handle today if I worked first thing in the morning for 3.5, 4 hours first? No, that was things actually got better after that week at home. Like, we fixed some behavioral problems, and, anyway, it's fine,
Yeah, good work. All right, do a story.
you know?
Jesus fucking Christ. It's crazy how fucking lazy women are. You can't have all the rights and none of the jobs. That's what I'm saying. And right now they've got too many rights and too many jobs. And you know what we need to do? Okay, so I'm picturing like a barn, right?
Okay, a
And
barn.
just a big barn and there's, you know, fucking crime podcasts and Netflix and
Yeah,
nail polish and shit in there,
just give
just
us K-dramas, we'll
yeah,
be fine.
keep you fucking comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And the men run the whole world and do what we do. And when we need you, we'll just come and get you and let you out of the barn, and then we'll put you
I'm
back.
assuming that's for breeding purposes, so we're cows.
Well, no, not just for breeding purposes. Sometimes it's like, you know, do the laundry or I'm hungry, and you
Oh, I
just
see.
yeah,
So
and then it's like, there's just because we can't
you
just
don't want us
we can't.
chilling in the barn listening to true crime. You're talking about slavery.
It's not slavery. You have everything you
No, it
need in
is
there.
because 'cause you're locking us in a barn.
There's no locks on there unless
Am I allowed to leave?
you can leave the barn, but not the fence around the barn.
Okay.
You
Well,
got to get
then
fresh air and
I can
exercise.
just
Oh God, how women need to be exercised.
okay. So you're
So
gonna run us around the pen like a horse
no, you're allowed to do it.
to do it. But what happens if I try to leave the fence, Bryden?
We got guys for that.
Okay, guys, what are they gonna do, Bryden? Tell me what the guys are gonna do.
You'll never see them coming. All right.
Oh, no.
Like, just, just you're happy there, okay? I'm picturing you guys happy there, and
We're not no. That's the problem.
you
You're
know,
not understanding,
do
Bryden.
you know literally why it wouldn't work? Because if you
Why?
got that many women together, there'd be nothing but fights.
It'd be a horrible time. You think I wanna be in there? How do you think it would go if you stuck me in that barn with them, Bryden?
It'd be terrible. It would really be terrible. But listen, we got to do something. Donald
There
Trump
would
is
be
changing America.
various forms of passion all over the place.
Oh, you're talking about lesing out?
No, I was talking about fistfights and making some innuendo to make it funny. Because passion, because it can okay, never mind.
There would 100% be way too much lesing out. We'd have to have patrolmen
It would be a problem.
just to stop all the lesing out. Like, hey, hey, spraying you with water and shit. Like, get out, stop it.
Like high school gym teachers.
Uh, well,
I think I've told that story on here.
I
Rumors of lesbians in
yeah.
gym class had the gym teacher staring at us and watching us change as if that is better than an adult woman who is clearly also a
Yeah, I was
lesbian by
gonna
the way
yeah.
she looked and
Yeah.
talked and acted, staring at us with like, "Yeah, that helps."
Yeah. My elementary school gym teacher was a lesbo. And I
I
remember
wasn't even a lesbian, like, it was bullshit.
well, 32% it says. But
Okay, yeah, but, like, that doesn't mean that that woman needed to watch me
that's true.
change.
That's true. I think she's just a perverted lesbian. No, my elementary school teacher, gym teacher was a lesbo, and I think it's funny that I didn't. What was her name? Milton was the principal, who was also a pretty butch lady, but I think she was married. It was West Virginia. What can you do? But uh,
Yeah.
I remember I only found out she was a lesbian because I heard my parents talking about it. Because I was in elementary school and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that makes sense. Athletic women are lesbians. And guess what? That's usually fucking true, okay?
Ah, it does happen a lot. I
So
mean,
much.
I had a elementary school friend, and then I moved schools, and a couple of years after that, she did also. That happened with, like, 7 different people or something like that, by the way, just, like, followed me over. That was kinda cool, honestly, just like, "Oh, damn, you're here now. That's cool. That's great. I haven't seen you in, like, 5 years."
It's just
That
the
was always
bad
fun.
kids.
But she shows up and, like, she just over time, like, she got, like she couldn't stop working out. I don't know. Like, she was getting bulkier than she wanted as a teenager and was, like, addicted to the endorphins.
Hmm.
Like, she just really enjoyed doing it. It was a weird situation, and then she joined the military and chopped off all her hair and married a woman.
Yeah, all that
So,
adds up.
checks out.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, like, a testosterone thing or something, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the maybe she got molested or like
It's possible.
a lot of. I mean, some people are just gay, dude. Like I
Some people
just
are just gay.
that
It's true.
a lot of it. There's a lot of it that comes from the molestation, but like there's other people that like I'm not gonna say their names. I mean, they're openly gay as far as I know from my kids I grew up with. But we
Dave the
all
Thinker.
yeah right. He would have been out of school before I even
Oh,
started
he's an
school.
old
Yeah.
man. I didn't realize that before he
No,
came
he looks
on,
great
and
for
then at one
50.
point he was like, "Yeah, I'm 50."
Yeah, he looks
"You're
great
what?"
for 50. We love Dave the
Yeah.
Thinker, he fucking rules.
Well, the
Uh,
beard probably helps a little bit, but still, yeah, no, he looks fantastic
I've seen
for
a picture of him,
50.
with just a Mario mustache. I don't know when it was
Yeah,
taken, but, um,
that was shocking. I just wanna
yeah, he
say,
looks
like,
fantastic for fucking 50
people
years old.
listening couldn't see what he looked like, but he has his face as his profile picture on Twitter if you went to like, yeah, looks good. He's a handsome man.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, those kids, there was a lesbo and then, a gay wad and a fart knocker. And, like, the
So
fart
glad
knock
we actually know what that means.
I know, right? It's a gay slur, but,
It
the
also feels like an inside thing because I don't think we're the only ones who don't know, right?
no, everybody called us a fucking dumbass for not knowing that.
Oh, I never did check the poll.
Yeah, yeah.
So it really was just so it's not a cute little
No.
okay.
No, we're just dumb. Uh, many
Oh.
such cases. I don't know. We're in this together though, so it's cool. The coolest thing about having a duo podcast is you and me against the fucking rest of the internet, so
Yep.
it's our ship and we are fucking retarded on it. But anyway, the fart knocker fucking joined the cheerleading squad, male cheerleader, and then the girl was like always really good at basketball, and it's like
Yep.
they both in high school were just like we're gay, and everybody was like, no, really, because small
Well,
town West Virginia, nobody cared. It was more the parents going like, kind of fucking figured. So
yeah.
like my buddy who was like my best friend for years, terrible guy. I he went on to become a cop, but I don't know what he's doing now. He was like he called me making a funny joke about how this guy told the story of how he told his dad uh, that he was gay, and he was like through tears could not fucking stop laughing about like he's like yeah and he was like crying and he was like dad I'm gay and it's like
Yeah.
then his dad goes son we know it's like,
Yeah.
I
I feel like
mean
that happens a lot.
yeah dude he was on the cheerleading
Like,
squad
yeah.
he was a
Yeah.
dumpy he wasn't like a real in shape guy he was a dumpy fat kid on the cheerleading squad you could look into his eyes and go oh it just craves cock like that's
Yeah. It's really sad. It's really sad. Like, there's a guy who I
why is
thought was
it
gay
sad
who
just let him be gay.
sorry, no, great, good, yes. Ooh.
I'm not saying
Um,
great, just it's a
we were
neutral.
he's going to hell, Bryden.
I don't believe in hell, and I'll bet he doesn't either.
That's fair. That's a good point.
You know why? You know why I think that he sucks? Sure,
Why?
he voted for fucking Kamala.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I don't care about him sucking cocks, but he's being a real faggot voting for the Democrats.
Yeah. Big time. Big time bag. There's this kid that I knew in like 7th grade who he asked me out. He was my friend. I thought he was gay. I just did. Okay, I
Sure.
just thought sure like he doesn't have to tell me, like he just we all know, right? Like we just know. And he asked me out and I was like,
I look
"I
like a
thought
guy?
you were gay." And he said, "No, why would you think that?" Right? And I was like, "Oh no." Reason, and he asked me out, like, in front of our like, we
Oh,
were
no.
together at the lunch table with friends, right?
Well,
And
that's
so
how
the
you
rest
do
of
it
the
back
friends
then.
there was, like, a whole conversation because like, we had just learned the word metrosexual that month or whatever,
Well, okay,
like 13.
the
So there
word
was a whole conversation about how he's metrosexual.
the word metrosexual was probably invented that month.
Honestly, probably,
It's a
yeah.
made up word, but
So, yeah, we had all heard this word and we were like, "Oh, yeah, no, it's fine, fine, whatever." I dated for like a week and it was stupid and whatever. It's like 7th grade,
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
cares. We held hands, done. Oh, actually, oh God, this is a good story. I just remembered. I totally forgot that he humiliated me in front of the entire youth church. I had never thought about it since that day, which is hilarious.
Wow,
But
you
like,
it must have been bad you blacked it out like that.
oh my god. So I was going after school on Wednesdays to youth church with my friends. We walk there, right? And he broke up with me by like when the youth pastor with the spiked hair and the smoke machines were going and the band was like playing soft music in
What
the
ki
background while he's talking, right? And he's like,
wait. What type of faggot church did you go to?
it was like,
Was it a
I
real
don't
church,
know.
or was this
Yeah,
another one
there's
of
like
your
Assemblies of God or
okay.
something. It was like, yeah, I don't know. And so like and he's like talking about how when you say mean words to people, like you can't take it back, right? You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Okay,
Was
first
the whole
two things. One, yes, you can. You can always be I
I
always forgive people for
need a
mean things.
toothpick.
I and then two, the toothpaste thing, you 100% yes, you can.
We can figure it out,
I
okay?
mean, you can't get toothpaste back in a tube. Sounds like you need
It's
more
a
fucking
skill issue.
Andrew Tate and some dedication, dumbass.
But so my boyfriend, who that day had passed me a note in the hallway, very simple, one sentence, "I would like to break up, sorry," like
Oh,
that kind of thing.
that's how they do it.
So the
That's
youth pastor is
what
like,
that's
yeah,
that's kind of how they do it in real relationships. Um, divorce. They hand you a piece of paper and
that's
say,
fair. He should have had someone else give me the paper.
yeah.
That would have been more accurate.
So,
But
are
so the
you happy?
pastor
And
yes, you've been served.
yeah.
But, so he's talking about, like, how we're gonna role play, we're gonna call volunteers, and we're gonna role play a situation where someone is, like, being really horrible to you and how you might wanna react, like, that kinda thing, and he calls up the guy that broke up with me that day, the flaming fruit, right? And he's like, "Alright, so why don't you pick a partner." He didn't even finish saying partner before the guy points at me and says,
Ah!
"Right there, Abby!" I'm sorry, I just screamed way too loud into the mic. I'm like, "Right there, Ab!" Like, loud, angry, jabbed it, and all my friends go, "Oh, no, he didn't!"
So
Like, 'cause they
wait.
all knew what was going on. We
The
all went there as a group every week. That's
the
why we were friends.
the totally not gay guy used theater to get back at you.
Yes! Yes! And it was funny because the pastor didn't know what was going on, and he
Sure.
actually made the guy, the mean guy, the scared. So it didn't work out for him at all, but it was so mortifying, and I literally forgot about it. That's crazy. That is so
I like that. See,
that's
we don't need a rebrand because I think all here to help us really become is just us kind of working through our own trauma.
Who's here to help us is who will help us? Help us, please. Can we rebrand to help us, please? How much of a pain would it be to change the links?
I mean, so much of a pain that I'm definitely not doing it. But let's see if that's a podcast. I Google is this a podcast fucking name all the time. Uh Help Us Please podcast. That's already one with Matt Osborne. Is that one of the Aussie's kids? Oh no, that's just
Oh,
some other guy.
I don't remember what Ozzy's son's name is right now.
I don't know. They're all fucking old. And then the bitch is married to the singer to Good Charlotte.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Or is she? Sorry. Who is she?
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks exactly like her dad. It's hard.
She looks exactly
It's
like her
gonna be a
mom
hard
because
life.
they're both on fucking Ozempic.
I haven't seen them since then.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. They both look like weird skeleton guys.
Well, that's exciting.
Well, which, as a necromancer myself, I think is great. I got to get into. I've sent
You
emails.
you should just recruit them. Yeah. I mean, if you show up and you're a necromancer and they're skeletons, it should be easy
It's not
to
that
get them
easy
under
though.
control.
It's not that easy though. See, you don't understand necromancy. It's not just
Okay.
any skeleton. Do you know what's really
Okay.
cool? I didn't
Is it a
choose.
skeleton that you make?
Well, you got to do a ritual. It's like a whole thing. They either have to be already dead or you have to kill them and do a ritual thing. It's rough. I haven't tried it yet. I'm just I'm interested in being a necromancer.
Right. Okay. It's good that you haven't tried it yet. When you do, probably don't admit it on the show. That's a
Yeah,
good plan.
yeah. They'll just be like
Hmm.
you'll just see stink lines from a corpse. You won't even see the corpse. It's just visible stink lines. How's Erica doing? Fucking be better if she listened to what I keep telling her to do.
Oh, no. I haven't heard from her in a while, by the way. She doesn't tweet
She's
anymore.
Yeah, she's not on the Twitter. She just sits on TikTok and finds dance music that she likes.
Right.
That's
She's
basically
not a
it.
skeleton
No,
downstairs right now.
no. Kind of a vampire. She stays up way too late, but
Mm, okay. It's still undead.
yeah, no, we've both been undead forever.
That's good. Okay, let's do. Well, how much time do we have left? Maybe
We
we
got
need
time for a
shorter
story. We have to do the format of the show
We're doing it.
at
I'm
least
doing it right
once per
now.
episode. It's crazy
Okay.
what we're doing now.
Am I the
When was the last time we
It's been
did?
like a year and a half. What do you mean now? Like we stopped halfway through the
I
show
get
doing
that.
the format.
I get
Like it's
that.
been a while.
I feel like we just need to get back to basics. And I
Maybe
meant to
we
say
should
that
start a new
before.
show.
No, we're not doing that. We're not making new shit. I'm not starting a new war. I said we just need to. I meant to say this before the show was, hey, let's do the fucking podcast. And instead, you were like, I got stories. And I was like, oh, I got stories too. And then we just start talking, and no
Yeah.
one cares about what amounts to stuff we could do on the phone without them.
Yeah.
That's what it is now. It's listening to people talk on the phone.
No, it's good stories. It's great stories. Okay.
We are not that likable. People do not like us that much.
That's true. And our numbers
They reflect
show
that.
Yeah.
There's got to be a draw. It can't be. You can't be show up mid, because you got to think of it like as what a podcast is one giant conversation is what we're doing. Like conversational fucking podcast. Show up mid fucking conversation that's nothing but inside jokes, and it's crazy. The fucking 40 people that listen to this shit, they like it.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay, I just thought people would want to know about the caloric warfare that my mother-in-law is waging against me.
I did.
Sorry.
I did want to know about that.
I think she's saying I lost too much weight. I don't know. I don't know.
Do a Reddit one.
Okay. Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend's mom to call me by my actual name?
Is this some trans shit? Because it sounds like it's going to be some trans shit.
It's not trans shit.
Okay. Then what is she calling you? Yeah, well, yeah.
Bitch. No, I'm just kidding. That's not it. That would be great though.
Motherfucking.
So what's your name again? Bitch? No, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wondered if I'm like the fucking asshole here. She keeps calling me cum stain, and I just, my last name.
What Catherine sounds like to her? I don't know. Oh, no. I, 30, have a name that in English-speaking countries is usually a gender-neutral nickname. Think Alex, Charlie, Frankie, etc. I'm half Asian, and in the country of my name's origin, it's a unisex name that isn't short for anything.
Okay. Well, it seems to me like whatever country she's from, She is short.
Probably.
Just seems
Probably
like
very
there's
short.
not. Yeah, it seems like there's short people country.
It's probably short people country. It's not a tall people country. I can guarantee you it's not Norway.
Yeah, I'm thinking Asians.
That was my assumption. I can't remember if it says it in here, but that was my
Yeah.
assumption when I was reading it the first time a few weeks ago.
Because like, dude,
She's
when one of them gets off of the fucking boat, like the first thing they do is like change their name to Rachel or some shit. Which I honestly I fucking appreciate because
it's smart.
yeah, because it's like I'm not gonna really get like Jinja or whatever, you know. It's like they're just being polite and assimilating, and I really appreciate it. On the other hand, Indians
Yeah.
calling me fucking your name's not Kevin, dickhead. I know that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're not here.
That's different.
That is
Telemarketers, it's scammers and spammers are a little bit different in that regard. Yeah.
Amazon customer support. I'm looking at you.
It's also just the intention.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to screw with me right now? Are you trying to like manipulate me? Or are you just like trying to be helpful? Like I knew this girl in high school who her parents came over from China and
China.
they didn't like give her a name like, Jenny or Stacy or something, but they basically used, Latin alphabet characters to spell like an approximation of the phonetic pronunciation of her name instead of the direct Chinese characters to Latin characters translation, which wouldn't make as much sense if we tried to pronounce. Like they just tried to make her actual name more comfortable to try to say when someone reads it here.
See,
Like
that's
it
awesome.
made a lot of sense to me, and it doesn't look, it still looks like a Chinese name, but it's spelled in such a way that you actually say it properly,
Right.
kind of. If you read it, maybe with slight correction instead of it just looking like gibberish to you as an American.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
See,
that's fantastic.
I can get on board with that. I can get on fucking board with that.
Yeah.
And listen, China, I know we're kind of mad at you guys right now, but we're still cool, bro. It's just you gotta fucking act right sometimes, all right? Or
I like China.
we're gonna sick the T-dog on you. He's
Look,
coming. As
if
of right
China
now,
doesn't
as of
do
right now, 125% tariffs. All right. By the time this episode goes up, it'll probably be 170.
good, and if they just be good, be nice,
As our great dear leader said,
do not retaliate.
do not
and you
retaliate.
will be rewarded.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad that
Which
you were there with that.
said, well, no, because it was so funny to me because I said, do not react and you will be rewarded. In like, if you were to type that up the way I said it, it would have been in all caps like that just that morning to my son. And I just thought that was the funniest thing I could have seen. I don't know. It was so funny to me.
What I loved about it being in all caps was forever in the goddamn library in history, we now have the first official boomer tweet.
Yep. That was pretty good. I liked it a lot. It's better from the White House.
Yep.
It's better that way.
It rules. The only thing it was missing was emojis.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, back to the story. Since I first met my boyfriend's mom, she has repeatedly asked what my name is short for. I told her it isn't short for anything, and different languages just have different naming conventions, but she keeps asking anyway. She also makes other related comments that make me uncomfortable, asking me where I'm, quote, really from.
Well, it's a pretty good fucking question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That
that only gets answered one time, though. She should remember this stuff.
No, I mean, it sounds like where are you really from? You wouldn't say really if you just forgot, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, is she lying? She's like, I'm from Pennsylvania. It's like, you're clearly an old person asking about where my parents are from. I was born in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's what that means. Yeah, that
yeah,
makes sense,
but
yeah.
it just, you got to be patient with old
I'm
people.
sorry. It's been a few weeks since I read this the first time, and in my mind, I was just thinking like paranoid person thinking like Chinese spy is pretending to be Korean. I don't know. I don't know why that's where my brain went.
I mean, it might be though. Like, you just got to be patient with old people, which means, folks, you got to be patient with me, okay? You got to be patient. I do my best. I'm from a different time, okay? I don't know.
A very different era.
I mean, literally, yes, but you know.
Ancient old man.
Okay, there's no reason to fucking say it twice, dickhead.
That it doesn't
You're no
make sense
spring
for
chicken either.
That it doesn't make sense for me to have a name from country A if I'm really from country B. That she oh, so it is the American thing, being born in America, but her parents are from another country.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Let's see, that I'm really from country B, that she hates the trend among young people of having gender neutral names, and I must have a proper name that she can call me.
Well, I that's the gender neutral names among young people is the parents' fault. I don't
Yeah.
like
I don't know why you would be mad at the kid like this. I don't
too
know.
many
Also, like,
kids named Alex.
why does it matter so much?
Uh
Why do you care? The person is named Alex.
yeah.
Whatever the hell it is, it's probably not Alex, you know? But like,
I'm getting the fucking vibe from this. This is my read on my fucking beat on the situation before it's done is I kind of think that the lady writing this story is probably a piece of shit outside of this, and this is the only way for the mom to get back.
you think so? Women do that sometimes. Give me
It's
1 second.
it might I mean, it might be that. It might be that the mom is just a complete asshole. I could see that. Like, I've never had like, I've literally never had a terrible relationship with any of my, uh, fucking girlfriend's parents. Like, Erica's mom is a really excitable, super annoying fucking old lady, alright? And
Mhm.
she hated me, for I don't know, probably like first 5 or 6 years until she was like, "Okay, well, he's not going away." I mean, I've told the
Yeah.
story. I've told the story of like why I have this tattoo, right? Erica has it, the Just Be Friends tattoo.
I don't know,
So
maybe.
we were over at Erica's mom's house, and then this was not that long ago, honestly. But we were over at Erica's mom's house, and she was like, "Well, yeah, if you guys," and she sounds like that. She's like, "Yeah, if you guys, if you break up, you could just be friends. You just be friends, just
Oh,
be friends."
no.
And she kept saying that, and I'm like, Erica's pissed. I'm sitting there drinking a beer, just like completely cracking
I
up. I'm like,
know.
"Yeah, definitely." And yeah, like 3 weeks later, I was like, "I want to get a fucking tattoo." And then we just went and got Just Be Friends, and
That is just to clown on your mother-in-law. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
100%, yeah, and
That's great.
she thought that it was funny, you know, she
I would laugh if my son-in-law did that because I was being a bitch. That'd be funny.
it's a fucking insane thing, but I don't know, whatever. She's just an old crazy lady. She's fine. She's fun to talk to when I'm drunk. I will tell you
Yeah.
that, 'cause she's like me. She doesn't shut the fuck up. So we just sit there. I'm like, "Yeah, Donald Trump and
Oh,
Steve
nice.
Bannon," and, it's fun. It's fun stuff until I'm sober, and she's still like that.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
No,
like,
that's the thing. My
yeah.
father-in-law and I have like a camaraderie, right? Where like nobody else will take the bait when he wants to argue or debate about something. He loves to talk about like politics or just debate literally any opinion. Like,
Sure.
and he will never. I talked about on the show
Yeah, I
like
know
how
about it. Yeah.
we had that debate, right? So anyone who's been listening for a while has already heard the story. I kicked his ass, and he'll never admit it. Um, but people were like fleeing the room, and they would like skitter in and out to get ice from the freezer because we took over the kitchen at one point. But the point is, I think what happened with he and I is that and this happened last night when we went to dinner with them. He has zeroed in on me as someone who feels bad refusing to drink with him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he'll do this thing all the time where he's like, Abby, your cup's empty. What's going on here? This is, and he just like sits next to me and pours and just wants to talk
Yeah.
about politics or something because I'm like the person who will deal with it or something. But
You
anyway,
got
and
okay,
last night it,
you gotta
yeah, sorry.
you gotta stop hanging out with those
Yeah.
guys, because like, that's you realize he's just me, right? Like, this is
It's a problem.
like,
It's a problem.
you just hang out with annoying dudes.
That's all dude, you have no idea because I went on that trip and I was gone from the show,
Yeah.
right? Just 4 dudes, okay? And look, my husband and I's relationship is not quite like we're just bros, but when we're in a situation where we're in a group of guys, we're bros,
So
okay?
third time, by
I
the way.
know, I'm sorry,
Third time.
I'm trying my best, everyone. So anyway, it's just like they were making fun of me with the I got called a lesbian all weekend. Like,
Well, now you can tell them there was a study done. It's only 32% lesbian.
I, I will. I will, and they're gonna argue with me about that probably. But
I think that the data's fucked, but because I think
yeah,
it's skewed because
yeah,
it didn't understand how funny I am when I wake up and say, tweet things like, "Good
yeah.
morning, I'm gonna go blow a dude."
Okay,
So
you're right. I didn't understand that your constant obsession
with
with
with gay
talking about it.
sex,
Yeah. You didn't understand how that's just a joke.
that's
It's
just
not it
bros.
doesn't mean anything.
Just that's just bro talk.
Yeah, I don't okay, like I get that guys do talk a little gay, but like
Oh, it's
not
gotten
to
worse.
this
It's
extent.
it it has it has gotten more. But the problem is come down because we were all in the 8th grade and that's all we ever talked
Yep.
about. And then the come down came out and then like we're all tainted by that. So we're all just like fucking. I I was driving home today, flipping through the radio, and it's like, oh, Black Betty, blah, blah. I was
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
suck, black penis, bang a man. Yeah,
Oh, no.
just that's all. That's every guy now.
It's a
Nick
problem.
Mullen ruined us all.
Well, somebody should do something about that man.
Well, I
He's
don't know.
poisoned an entire generation.
We're gonna have him on the show soon. He's completely washed up.
Good, wonderful. We can interrogate him. Why did you turn everyone gay?
Yeah.
Why did you do that, Nick Mullen?
He's fucking washed up. He's retired, dude. He's gonna be on the show soon.
Um, where was I in the story? Let's see. I've talked to my boyfriend about it, and she says and he says he gets why it's uncomfortable, but doesn't want to bring it up because she wouldn't understand. She wouldn't
What do you mean?
understand. Is she that retarded? Like, does
Does,
she have Alzheimer's?
does she have an
What's
eye
going on
patch?
here? She might have an eye patch. That's not included in the story. That would be very helpful context. No, she's gonna understand. If there's no mention of cognitive decline from disease or brain injury in the story, which there's not, I'm pretty sure there's not,
All right, no, come on, man.
you
Are
have to call the
you?
person by their name.
Are you? What's your name short for? I'm not a joke. Not a joke.
Just like convinced this person is screwing with them forever.
It might be. It might be, or it's her way of getting back at her because she's on Reddit and Asian and a complete cunt.
Yeah. I've started clarifying what my name is and asking to leave it at that because I'm sick of answering the same questions every time. But last time we saw her, she greeted me by calling me a long version of my name, like Alexis instead of Alex, is
Well,
the
that's
example
that
given.
that's just fun to do, though. I do that, but I'll do it.
It's fun if it's cute.
Yeah,
It's like in jest.
like if your name is Stan, I'll call you Staniel, or your name is Bill, I'll call you Billiam.
Yeah,
That
that'll
that's
happen.
that's just a fun thing to do.
That's not what's happening.
I probably not. I don't know. Also, I realize like what I like. I do. Do you think people hate that, or do you think they're like, ah,
I think it's fine.
okay?
I
I think
mean,
it's fine.
at worst, people probably think it's annoying
Sure, I don't
because they
do it
don't
all.
like that. Yeah,
I don't do it all the time. It just like it'd be like, hello,
it's fine.
Staniel.
No, it's fine. My husband does that to people.
Okay, that's so
Or
yeah,
like
that's
even
fine.
people with long names, syllables just get changed. I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, that makes sense. All of that makes sense. It's just something to do.
Yep.
Oh,
My
I'm gonna start.
children
No, I'm gonna start doing.
call his friends the weird
Oh,
names.
do they?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna
What?
start giving to people like Greek names. So like mine would,
Oh,
I'd be like, hello, Brydenius. That's probably won't get annoying real quick.
it's the stupidest thing. That's the very stupid. I encourage you to do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Do that
It's
and
gonna be
tell
weird.
people that you're doing it. Tell people that you're doing it on purpose intentionally and it's your new thing.
Oh, dude, you have no idea how much energy and joy I get out of just being fucking annoying. So yeah,
No, I do. I think that this is going to be a good time for you.
because a big thing I really enjoy is like telling them like, yeah, I'm doing this. And like, what are they going to do? They're going to say, stop doing it. Yeah. Good luck, idiot. You're going to, what? You can't let me know. I gained power from it.
Yeah, like my son.
It's awesome. Me and your son are going to start a podcast.
My dad, my son,
I don't know.
my
I heard,
husband.
I
We're
heard
just
you.
gonna start podcasts with all of them.
I heard your son earlier trying to get you to buy him a video game, and
Yeah.
I think he'd be terrible on a podcast, honestly.
Yeah, no.
Just no fucking delivery. He's all just fucking, stumbling over his sales pitch here. You
Well,
gotta come in with confidence.
it's because he knew I was gonna say no before he even got in here.
We gotta figure out how Nintendo needs to stop showing ads to children. But
Yeah, it's
let's,
really annoying that they can just watch videos if it's connected to the internet,
yeah.
and it's just ads for video games that they want now.
Well, I'm sure what was even the video game?
Oh, some Mario thing that we don't have. I don't even
Oh,
know what it was.
was
He's
it
shooting
Wonder?
stuff out of cannons.
Was it
Uh,
Wonder? Because if you don't have Wonder, you
maybe.
kind of need to get Wonder. It's
We don't have Wonder, no.
you gotta get Wonder.
We have
It's truly incredible.
Super Mario Odyssey is the
Good one.
only
Okay.
open world one we have that's not
Wonder is not
that's
open.
like 3D.
One, Odyssey's not open world, but two, Wonder is not. Wonder
know
is
what I mean.
a side scroller, and it's
Okay, then that's not what it was.
oh yeah. You got to get Wonder. It is so. Super Mario World is the probably besides Baldur's Gate 3 the greatest video game ever made. Wonder is almost on par with the SNES fucking Super Mario World. It's so incredible. I got it shortly after it came out, and I just sat there playing it on my in bed next to Erica. I'm just going like, she was laughing because I'm like, holy fucking shit. It is seriously such an amazing game. You gotta get them Wonder, dude. You gotta fucking play Wonder. Well, we gotta finish this story. But
Yeah, we do. And
buy
someone's doing
Wonder.
freaking woodworking outside my window or something. Hopefully that doesn't come through. I could just hear a freaking power saw at the neighbor.
I don't hear
It
anything. You're
stopped
good.
now. It stopped
Oh,
now. Um,
what if it's a
let's
person
see.
that they're cutting?
I would hear screaming, hopefully.
Not if
Unless
they're dead. Not if they're dead already.
probably just the old person that lives in that house because it's
You could
dude's
cut up.
kids that are using the power saw.
You could cut up an old guy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's probably
I'm not
easier.
saying that the age is a deterrent to the cutting. I don't know.
It's probably easier to cut an old person up than a young, vibrant one.
Because they're like softer,
I
I think,
think.
and the brittle bones.
Yeah, they got that.
Yeah.
I think it's easier probably to get through the bones because I mean, old people open a door and they break a hip. So
Oh yeah.
I
You
bet
gotta
you
find
can.
someone with osteoporosis. That's what you gotta do.
Oh, that's every person. After a certain
Every
age, every guy,
Oh yeah.
every person gets that. It's kind of like
Okay.
you get the osteoporosis, you get the liver spot. I mean, I have to kill myself now. I'm already so ugly now, and
You're not gonna.
I used to be so hot.
You're not gonna kill yourself,
Ah!
Bryden. Will you admit that it's a cry for attention? It's a cry for help?
What, getting fat?
Declaring you're gonna kill yourself
Oh,
constantly.
no. No. I'll never admit that.
Okay. Just just for the record. Like, I just don't believe you.
Yeah, you're gonna believe one day.
Yeah, okay, Bryden. All right.
I'm gonna
You go kill
I'm
yourself.
gonna carve Abby into my chest and just run in a fucking police station with an AR.
Yeah, okay.
You're
Do
gonna
that,
have
buddy. All
you're
right. Yep.
you're gonna have a lot of. I do think that if you ever, you know, do not ever do this. This is a comedy show. If you ever commit terrible acts like that, you really should, or even if you just kill yourself, you
Carve my
should.
name onto your chest.
No, you should have a list of names and phone numbers of people that you hate in your pocket.
And carve them into your chest.
No, that one will definitely do it. Because then they're gonna be like, so why did he carve it? What do you mean you don't know anything about this guy? Why did he carve his name into your chest? Into his chest?
You thought it could
Why did
fuck
he?
me over,
We have
clearly.
several.
It's a bit.
We have several packages tracked from Amazon that he has sent you personally, and one from USPS. You're saying you don't know why this happened.
You know,
They're taking
no, no.
they're taking all
The
your
problem is
computers.
that they would listen to the whole fucking podcast.
They'd have to.
They would have a team sifting through it.
They would
No,
have
and they
to.
would hear it all. Oh, no.
They would have to. And yeah, they would take every fucking device in your house.
That could be a problem.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, they're gonna fight.
Someone's finally gonna go to prison for piracy, and it's me. Fuck. It's like, yeah, well, clearly this wasn't actually your fault, and like, but these files, ma'am.
It's a lot of songs illegally downloaded there, bud.
Oh.
Okay, finish the damn story. I mean, we've gone so long, it's crazy. But we did
So
start
she
early.
called me a long version of my name, Alexis instead of Alex, for example. I didn't say anything, but my boyfriend laughed, assuming it was a joke. Well, it probably sounded like a joke, like you were saying.
Yeah.
However, she continued to refer to me by this name, despite mine and my boyfriend's corrections, until I eventually snapped at her to stop. I'm usually polite in trying to divert these kinds of comments, but being referred to by a Western name really pissed me off. And I said something like, "Can you stop with the bullshit with my name, please? I've had enough of it now, and it's fucking racist."
I was with her until the end there.
Yep. Especially because the whole thing that the mother-in-law's been talking about is like these kids with these gender neutral names
Yeah.
and you can't blame it on being Asian, man, because you're American. Like, I don't think it's a racist thing, actually.
It might be, but I was with
I
her
mean,
till the
she
end.
might also be racist, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was with her. I was with her until that last little bit. But all right, go on.
She got really upset, saying she couldn't believe I would speak to her like that. I left the table, and my boyfriend shouted after me to come back and apologize, but I went outside to calm down. Eventually, my boyfriend came out to tell me to apologize for swearing and calling her a racist. I said
Yeah.
I would apologize for swearing, but I shouldn't. But I, sorry, I would apologize for swearing because I shouldn't have been disrespectful, but I wasn't going to apologize for calling what she said racist. He said she doesn't see it as a race thing. She just finds my name a little funny. So I told him to forget it. I was going to drive home and he could get an Uber by himself. And that's where I say, you're an asshole. Just take him home. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like when they end with like I left the person at the place, and I hate that. Just drive them home and don't talk to them again.
Well,
Why are you abandoning? I mean, I guess he's at his mom's house, so it's fine. But
yeah.
still, like, just drive him back.
Yeah. This person. I imagine all the Reddit comments are like, "She's a racist. You're the coolest person ever. Don't worry about it." Ching Chong 86.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, one, you just got to be patient with in-laws. Like, you just kind of have to. All
yeah.
right, like that's just a thing. You and I both are very
I think
patient with our in-laws.
they're really I think that brains freeze at some point, and I don't think it's like what people say that your brain like is finished developing at 25 and that's your personality. I don't think that's true because it's been 5 years since then for me and things have changed drastically for me in that time.
I don't think that people say your brain stops developing at 25. I think that say your
They say
brain's
you're
not
kind of like
done developing until you're 25.
until you I have heard and seen and read studies about the idea that your personality is stuck in place.
For alcoholics, yeah.
No, I
Drug
mean,
addicts and
just people
alcoholics.
genuinely believe that you cannot develop like your personality beyond a certain point. Now you can like
Probably
refine
not.
different parts of it a little, but it can't change. Like your beliefs and your personality are supposedly locked in place at like 25, 27 or something like that. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't think
my my
that's
my
true,
my, my
but
beliefs changed. Maybe I'm just immature, which I am. And proud of it. I'll buy a novelty shirt that says that because I think novelty shirts rule. I bought a Gulf of America shirt today, so
oh,
pretty funny stuff, right?
it's
Uh,
cute.
but no, I mean, my beliefs have changed drastically, I think, from
Yeah.
25 through until now 37. Uh, but that's all just from like actively trying to learn more about stuff that interests me.
Right. Well, and for me, my personality has drastically changed in a lot of ways. I've actively worked to change it.
Oh,
So, like, like you can do that, okay?
well, my personality has always been if you don't like it, go to hell. So that hasn't changed. I'm way less aggressive about things now, though. Honestly, I really am. Go and listen or look at anything I did when I was
Yeah.
fucking, 30. And then now I take a much more the stance of I still have the fucking energy to fight with you, buddy. I don't care. Like you're just gonna be wrong and gay,
Yeah, it's true.
and then we kiss. That's more of that
Yes.
gay stuff. That's more of that gay stuff
Yeah.
seeping in.
Yeah, I noticed, Bryden. I would have missed it if you hadn't said anything,
I
actually.
know.
You're right.
I know. I'm just talking about kissing boys on the podcast.
Bryden wants to kiss boys. So
Not
you
all of them,
can
not the ugly ones.
he's at podcast H2H on Twitter
That's
if you'd
right.
like to DM him.
If you'd like to, if you'd
Boys
like to,
only.
the ladies can too. They're gonna
But
get
just to
they're gonna get a
he does
cold
need
reception.
he needs a few fag hags. Just a couple.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're a lady and you try to come at me like we're gonna be friends, that's not gonna fucking work out. All right. Like you need to come in with like I know a bunch of cute boys.
Like, hey, my brother looks
Yeah.
kind of like me, but a guy.
Yeah. And then I'll,
I
then
can give you his number.
I'll take a look at, I'll take a look at your tits and then we'll see how your brother's tits are. And then this might be a big reason why our podcast is not popular, actually, is we are somewhat abrasive.
A little. I have become more abrasive over time, I think.
Well,
It's a problem.
abrasive is a cool word.
It is a cool word.
I like the
I
word,
like
right?
it. You know what another cool word is? That's kind of like a similar type of coolness is incendiary.
Ah, it's a good one.
That's a great word.
I like that one. Incendiary, abrasive, pedophile.
They're all such good words. There's some other words that just really roll off the tongue, but I don't think I'm allowed to say them.
Oh,
So we're just
yeah.
not.
No, they're actually that is my favorite word is
But you could follow me on Twitter as well, not just Bryden. I don't want to talk to the boys. That's just Bryden.
fellas. Send Abby DMs.
At Octo Abby with an I on Twitter. So does Dear Abby advice questions, Dr. Proctor questions for your medical stuff. Ask us about taxes. It's tax season. You can ask about taxes.
Yeah, I think that's what the 15th is the last tax day, so we kind of missed that.
You
What a
guys
missed opportunity.
probably are filing late. Because
Erica
that's the
just-
sort of people you scumbags are.
I file my shit as soon as I get it. Like this was in fucking January. I filed my shit and I fucking mad. I'm like, I can't believe they want more money. I don't make that much money. What the fuck? I like, it's all this. I'm fucking mad and stuff. I'm over it. And Erica tells me today, filed my taxes. I'm like, bitch, you have had them forever.
Yeah. Well, good for her. She filed her taxes on time. I'm proud.
Not my taxes, her taxes. I file my taxes.
That's what I said. She filed her taxes.
Oh, I thought she said she filed your taxes on.
No.
I file my shit in fucking January when I do it because I believe and
you believe that you need to comply with the IRS.
Dude, the other option is jail. Okay.
Yep. You should probably comply with the IRS. I'm not suggesting you not.
Waco. I believe. No. I believe in getting things out of the way. If you have a task, you finish it. You don't procrastinate.
It depends on what it is.
What is?
Because I like to get things all done in one go. Sometimes, like say you have like 4 pieces of IKEA furniture, and Saturday would be a better time to build them all at once instead of building them one on Monday and one on Tuesday. You know what I mean?
That's fine. But this is one task.
Yeah.
You just do it. I'm a big fucking believer in just get it up. I like there's nothing worse to me, and I don't know how she does it because like she gets all of her stuff done, but like Erica's the biggest procrastinator I've ever met, and it drives me insane. She's gotten better at it, but it drives me fucking insane. To to just like not do things because I'm just like, look, if you just do it now, you'll never have to fucking worry about it. And this is why this is I am like at work at the office. This is something I notice with people is they just put shit off, and I'm like, you just
Yeah,
need to
it's
do
like
the fucking quote, bro. Just do it.
yeah,
Just get it out of the way. And then
I think
because
it's
when
like
all your
there's a
work
weird mental block. I don't
well,
know.
when all your work is done, then you can just fucking sit around. Do it. That just you get when a task is there, you do it. And then it's out of the way until the next one.
That's your advice for the week,
It
everyone.
really
You
is.
really you chew on that for a while. We're out of time for today, everyone. Thank you all for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.
Not with your fucking taxes though. Seek a tax professional. If you have any
TurboTax.
questions, just go to TurboTax. But like, if you got, like a bunch of deductions and shit, seek a tax. We can't help you with that. But yeah, anyway, peace out. Adios, idiots. I really can't
Yeah.
think of a good. Do you want to do the
Cunts.
outro again?
I just called them cunts. I don't
Okay, yeah, just
know.
you do the outro again, and then
Oh,
we'll be
okay.
good.
Thank you all for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we're the only ones you can trust are here to help.